Hello everyone, and thanks for joining today. Today I'm here to talk about a new dream I had and something else, but I will save that for later. Um, let me just tell you the new dream I had. This one, I don't exactly understand. It was a bit confusing, but I will just tell you what he told me. And I just would like to mention before I tell you the new dream. This dream was on my channel. I didn't make an official video out of it because it was so short. I just made a short out of it. You can watch that if you want. But before having this dream, like a week ago, I had a dream where God told me He was coming 2023. In the dream where I was told He was coming 2023, it was my sister that told me, but I can tell it was like kind of from God, if that makes sense. In that dream, God told me that He was coming in 2023 and that we would be refined like gold. That's what I was told. This is what I was told in my dream. It said we will be refined like gold, like silver. That's what I was told. And all I knew was I was told that He was coming in 2023. That dream was really, really short, so that's why I didn't want to make an official video out of it, but I feel like I should tell you for the purpose of a new dream that I had. So, the new dream I had, it's a bit confusing. I don't really understand it, but if you get anything out of this, you're more than welcome to comment it below. Let's get into it. So this dream, I was laying on a mountain, and for some reason I had binoculars and I had a walkie-talkie. Don't know. I don't know, but that's what I had. So I was looking at something in the distance, kind of like a white orb, but I would say if you didn't know better, it would look like a hot air balloon in the distance. That's what it looked like. It looked like a hot air balloon in the distance. So I had my binoculars and I was kind of looking at this white orb. Like I said, if you didn't know better, you would think it was like a hot air balloon that was just in the distance. So I was looking at it, and then I grabbed my walkie-talkie, and I'm like, look, look, look. And I'm talking to my mom. I was like 99% sure I was talking to my mom. And I was like, look, look. I was like, it's never been this low before. And for some reason, I knew that orb was like the time when God was supposed to return, if that makes sense. And I was just telling my mom, I was like, this orb has never been that low before. Because apparently if that orb got to like the ground, that was like when God was coming. And then I was just telling my mom, I was like, Mom, this orb has never been this low before. And if I had to tell you how low it was like as tall as probably like a skyscraper building, maybe a little higher. And I was just telling my mom, I was like, this orb has never been this low before. And so by me saying that, that means like God might be coming soon. So, I was like teleported to my house, and I remember walking outside the door, and there was this guy there. I don't know who this guy was. I can just describe him to you, but I don't know who he was. He was wearing black pants. I think he was wearing a black shirt. He was kind of darker skinned, and he had black hair, and he was skinny. Like, he was like really skinny. I don't know who he was, but I mean, your guess is best as mine. I'm outside, and there's just like this row of sticks, just like a row of sticks. And I just start stepping on them, and I remember that I broke like 4 sticks, or stepped on 4 sticks. And then my mom appears, and I'm talking to her, and I'm like, hey Mom, what do these sticks mean? And I'm like, I couldn't really understand what she said, but I remember I was thinking of like hell. Does it mean I'm going to go to hell for 4 times? And I was like, no, it doesn't mean that. I remember specifically saying, I was like, no, it doesn't mean I'm going to go to hell. And then I remember thinking something about like a round table. Like you're going to go to a round table. And that was it. And then I followed this person. That was it. Talking to Mom is what I meant. So then I followed this person that I just described to y'all a little bit ago. That I don't know who it is. And he took me to a gravestone. Yeah, he took me to a gravestone. And I was looking at this gravestone. I don't remember what the name was. All I remember is that it said 50 years. That's all I remember, that the gravestone said 50 years. So, what I honestly think from that dream, this is like my honest thinking, I think that was God trying to tell me that I need to stop worrying so much, because why would I be complaining that the four mean hell? And I was like telling myself, no, 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 it didn't. It means something about a round table. So from that dream, I really think that's God telling me that I need to stop worrying. And I also think that the 50 years, this is just a big guess. I'm not saying, oh, he's coming in 50 years. No. I think that the 50 years might mean that God's going to come in 50 years. I could be completely wrong. But when I saw this orb, like I said, it wasn't like touching the ground. It was like a little taller than a skyscraper, I would say. So I believe that maybe that was God showing me that he's going to come in 50 years. I don't know. Because with the 2023 dream, I really honestly feel like that was God showing me that he's going to come in 50 years. I could be wrong. Yeah, I think it was him telling me to stop worrying, because I do worry. And I also think it was him just showing me that maybe he's coming in 50 years. So, besides that dream, I also wanted to talk about the holidays, since Christmas is coming up. As you may not know, me and my family don't really do Christmas. We do Hanukkah. The only one in our family that really does Christmas is my Mimi, which we had tried to tell her the truth and everything, but she's just, I don't want to bash my Mimi. She's an amazing person. I would never want anything bad to happen to her. It's just we have tried to tell her the truth, but she's just, it was like her mom really was into the holidays, and she misses her mom. So every time she does the holidays, it just like reminds her of her mom. So it's really hard for her to stop doing these holidays, which I know that's not going to be an excuse when God comes. Like, when God comes, you're going to be judged for what you did, no matter what. But I mean, we have tried telling her, and she's just going to keep doing it. So like I said, most of my family does Hanukkah. And if you don't know what Hanukkah is, basically you get this, that you don't exactly have to, I guess, but you get this like candle thing, and you can light candles, but you don't exactly have to do that, I guess. It's basically, I'm explaining this very badly. Basically, you know how Christmas is so obsessed with Santa Claus, which is evil. Yeah, Santa Claus is actually like a demon in disguise, basically, is what I really wanted to tell y'all. Like, I'm not trying to bash the holiday. I know that holiday was really fun, but I would rather be knowing that I'm going with God and keep doing something I know is wrong. So, yeah, if you don't know Santa Claus, it's basically a demon in disguise. And also, this is something that really got me thinking when I first heard it. If you think of Santa, is really close to another name that we all know, right? Well, I hope that most of us know. I don't know if everyone does, but most of us probably know his name. But it's just crazy. Yeah, if you don't know, Christmas is wrong. I'm not trying to like bash. If you do Christmas, you do Christmas. I just hope that maybe you'll start thinking about Christmas and maybe look into it and maybe change your ways, because Christmas isn't good. It's not. So basically Hanukkah, it's more about God, if that makes sense. It's not just about like give me the gifts. It's like no, we don't like. I mean, you might celebrate Hanukkah differently. I don't know, but this is just like what we do. It's mostly about just like more about God, like remembering God. Because like Christmas, I remember Christmas. On Christmas Day, did you ever even think about God once? Like, I was talking to someone that I think does Christmas, and I asked him, I think, the same very question. I was like, do you even think about God once on Christmas? And I remember, I think he said, like, no, or like maybe we read a little from the Bible, and that was it. And I'm like, and it's like, really? Like, literally, Santa Claus is talked about more on Christmas than God actually is. But yeah. I'm just saying, literally, Santa Claus has become like an idol, basically. Like, if you think about it, Santa Claus has basically become an idol. But yeah, most of my family does Hanukkah. We do kind of do gifts, but we don't like force people to buy a gift. We just tell people, like, you don't have to get anything. You can get it if you want, but you don't have to. That's basically what we say. And this year, the very first year, I was actually able to give my family gifts. Yeah, the very first year I was able to give my family gifts. Which it wasn't exactly for Hanukkah. Because like I said, we're not really into like the gift thing because it's more of like a Christmas thing. Because we don't want it to be just like gimme. We want it to be more about God. You know? But the reason I got gifts this year wasn't really even because of Hanukkah. It was more just a coincidence that the holiday came at the same time. The reason I got gifts was because just all the time my family are buying me things. So this is more just like a thank you because I'm just thank you for being there and like buying me things when I needed it. Because like everyone's always buying me things and this is more just like a thank you to them. It wasn't really even for Hanukkah. I will probably be giving them when we're all together. But it wasn't really even planned to be for Hanukkah. It was more just like a thank you for everything that you've done for me. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense to y'all. But yeah, so I wanted to talk about was Christmas and how Christmas is not good. So as you know, Santa Claus, like I was previously saying, is basically a demon in disguise. Like if you do not believe me, you can look into this. There's a lot of stuff about Christmas that's wrong. Like we're told that Santa Claus, like I said, is basically an idol now. There's a lot. Like the Christmas tree is really bad. You can look this up. I don't want to say what the Christmas tree actually means because it's kind of nasty in my opinion. But you can look it up if you want, and you can look up what a Christmas tree actually means because I just don't want to say it because it's kind of nasty, like I said. But yeah, there's a lot about Christmas that is wrong. There is a lot. It's not just Christmas. A lot of holidays are wrong, but I mainly want to go on Christmas because I know that it's the most popular one. But yeah, Christmas is wrong, and I really hope you look into it. It's not just Christmas, like I was saying. A lot of holidays are wrong, but I know a lot of people do Christmas, so there's a lot about Christmas that is wrong, and I pray that you look into it, and please really take it to heart, because there's a lot of people that can hear the truth, but they just choose to ignore it. So I really hope that this video speaks to you, and if you get anything from my dream, you're more than welcome to comment it below, and I pray that God blesses you. And I also pray that I stop worrying, because I've been worrying like a lot lately. I don't know why. But yeah, I pray in the name of God that I stop worrying. I don't know why I've been worrying so much. But amen, and I guess bye for now.